One of the best ways to deal with a narcissist is don't. It's to ignore their games, recognise them for who they are and no longer play. However, just like the majority of people in the world, narcissistic individuals do not like being ignored. They feel rejected. However, it hits a narcissistic individual a little bit harder because they are seeking that excessive attention and validation. They're craving that attention and validation from other people. When it comes to a genuine person, it's not pleasant being ignored. If you've been around a narcissist, you know the feeling. You question yourself. You wonder what you've done wrong, and you often are thinking from the place you're coming from. If you were to fall silent, it's because someone's hurt your feelings as such, and you need to gather your thoughts to speak to them. Now, you can have hurt a narcissistic individual's feelings. However, how you hurt them is different. A narcissist hurts you by leaving you out of an event, by not giving you the information that you need to know, by lying to you, by deceiving you, by betraying you. When it comes to a narcissistic individual, they can ask you to do something. You can have plans with your immediate family and say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it today, I can do it tomorrow. They get offended and they fall silent on you because they believe that they're entitled to your time, and how dare you say no to them. Yet they'll happily arrange to go somewhere with you and then cancel on you at the last minute, and then take your best friend along and happily let your best friend fill you in, and then you feel hurt because they made plans to cancel plans and lied to you and then rubbed it in by triangulating you with somebody else. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic individuals, the best way to deal with them is don't. It's to ignore them. However, the majority of narcissists don't question, oh, what did I do wrong? They often think, how dare you? And they escalate their games, either to gain that negative reaction from you or to punish you. Now, when you start ignoring a narcissist, they might hoover you. They might turn on that charm. They might love bomb you. They might start messaging you. They might claim to have seen the error of their ways because they still need something from you. They might offer that false apology where they find a way to twist it and blame you. I'm sorry, but if you hadn't. They might deny all knowledge. They might claim that they will change. However, they only change temporarily in order to suck you back in, to get their needs met. And once they've got you where they want you, they revert back to the exact kind of person that you were trying to distance yourself from. They might go into a state of denial. They might, just like a narcissistic individual can fall silent on you, and then when they want something from you 6 months later, they rock up like nothing ever happened and just start speaking to you, and within 10 minutes of the conversation they're asking you for a favour, yet putting it in a way that they're actually the one that's doing you the favour, even though you're doing them the favour. When you ignore them, they might act like nothing has happened. They might just talk to you. And then if they get the sense that you're not willing to talk to them, that you're feel uneasy around them, they're going to accuse you of being awkward and not caring about them. And what's your problem? Are you the one that's having a bad day? And they're looking to get you to explain yourself to them. And as soon as you explain yourself to them, you've fallen into the trap, because they will use that explanation against you to punish you. Tell a narcissist how you feel. They know exactly what to use to make you feel worse. They can become extremely obnoxious in order to get you to ask them to leave you alone or to calm down. And as soon as they've got that open communication, they're in there and they're going to mess with your head. They can become incredibly grandiose. They can start flirting with other people. They can start trying to rub things in your face to try and provoke that jealousy within you, because it hurts them when they're envious of other people. They can try and guilt trip you, make you feel bad, make you feel remorseful, make you feel responsible. They can shift the blame over to you, accuse you of being the selfish and awkward one. They can start sulking. They can sort of go into a state of depression where you're left to panic and worry, and you feel guilty and you feel bad and you don't want them to do anything bad, so they've sucked you back in. They can go all out to play, well, they are going all out to play the victim of how you're the one that's causing all the issues and not them. If these things aren't working, a narcissist can then potentially rage out at you. They can lose it with you because they feel scorned, even though they'll accuse you of being the bitter one. They've hit that stage of anger and resentment. They also lack empathy. Their eyes can turn black and cold as they literally rage out at you. The atmosphere can turn cold. It can almost freeze you to the spot, or you can run away as fast as you can because you're not sure what's going to happen. Remember, your personal safety comes before any sort of solution to protect yourself against a narcissist. Your personal safety comes first. So if you live with a narcissistic individual, it might not be so wise to begin ignoring them. If they're an extended family member, a friend in a friendship group, an ex, where you don't share children, so you haven't got to communicate with them, yes, you've got to sort of ignore their provocation. However, if you share children, you have to do it in a manner so that they still feel valid, as icky as that feels. A narcissistic individual, when you ignore them, will go all out to seek revenge. I mean, you might be ignoring them because they've already tried to tarnish your reputation by claiming that you've been sleeping with their husband or wife, or claiming that you're ungrateful, that you have no time for them, and then, oh, they won't speak to me. I wonder why. But they will happily go all out to seek revenge, and they will up the level of the smear campaign in order to exclude you. They're looking to socially exclude you from your friends, from your family, from your work. They will look to destroy your livelihood, your career. Most people, if you look back 20, 30 years, have some form of dirt on them. We've all made mistakes, and a narcissist will go all out to find that mistake, to try and use it against you in your present. They will happily try and gain a new partner and rub it in your face. If it's a narcissistic parent and you've got a sibling, they'll suddenly start doing with the sibling everything they promised to do with you but failed to, and making sure that you find out about it, because they're looking to try and hurt you any way they can. They're looking to get you to try and doubt yourself and question, oh, maybe it is me, because look, they're treating them so well, perhaps it is me. The narcissist is just idolising them like they did you. We're all just pawns in their games. When a narcissist finally gets it, and they finally realise that they're not going to get anything from you, they might often sulk off with their tail between their legs and disengage from the situation. They will often play the victim of how you were the issue, but they can disengage. If enough people can recognise a narcissist's behaviour, they can move to a different area themselves in order to exploit and manipulate and get their needs met by someone new. And when a narcissist disengages with you, you still need to be careful, because a year or two down the line, they might reappear like nothing ever happened to test the waters, send you that random message. They kind of have that sense of belief that they own you and you just went off the rails and you're the one that just needs to come to your senses. they recreate it in their mind as to what benefits them. They lack the empathy to put themselves in another person's shoes. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through, or anything you witnessed a narcissist doing once you started no longer playing their games. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People if you cannot go no contact, how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, and a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. They'll be in the description also if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.